What's going on, you guys? It's the Honda Baron on a big fat Suzuki. How's everyone doing this week? It's a beautiful day here in Southern Ontario. Probably one of the nicest days we've had in a while. Not too warm, about 13 or 14 degrees Celsius. Roads are dry, roads are clean. The beautiful spring colors are coming, and I'm getting back into making these vlogs. So in today's video, I want to talk about one of my biggest regrets, which will change in the future, but one of my biggest regrets so far in riding, and that is selling my beloved 2014 Honda CRF250L, that little dual sport dirt bike I had. I only got it in September, and I just sold it last weekend, and it's that would have been the beginning of April. And I want to explain to you why I sold it and why I regret selling it, but why I won't be regretting it for ultimately that long. So basically where I live is about an hour, I guess, west of Toronto. So if you think of Toronto, you can imagine it's just like a urban hell. It's a concrete jungle. Everywhere you go, roads. It's on a huge, I've talked about it in one of my past videos, but the roads here are on a huge grid network. There's not so many twisties, and especially down here where I live, there's not really that easy access to any trails or dirt roads or anywhere interesting. So I had this 250. I love the heck out of that bike, and I was just riding it on these same rides that I take you guys on, like just cruising this tarmac, not really using it for what it was designed for. And on a bike like that, I mean, I'd be riding like an hour or an hour and a half to get to some cool trails or cool roads. And oh, we better pull over for this guy. Don't you just love these cab over fire trucks? Nice. As I was saying, it was like an hour and a half to get to some cool roads. And these are like on 80-kilometer-an-hour roads. But even then, at pushing 90 or 100 kilometers an hour on the 250, it wasn't that comfortable. It's not really a bike that... Look at this idiot. Look at this idiot. Anyways, it's not really a bike that was that's that comfortable for that kind of thing. And then after riding for a few hours off-road, I'd be tired as heck, and then I'd have to ride home. And it was just, I felt like the bike was strung out. It was trail geared, but I still feel like the bike was getting strung out on these kind of rides I was doing, right? So I did have a blast off-road. I did have a blast cruising some of the dirt roads we have here, but it was just a lot of effort, and again, I also wasn't going to be trailering it regularly. I don't have a trailer, so I have to rent one. So by the time I rent it, drive it 2-3 hours up north, ride for a day or two, and then drive home. But all that money, all that time, and it wasn't convenient for me to be owning a bike like that here. Especially, I always want to have like two bikes, and even as a second bike, it just wasn't convenient enough for me to own a bike like that. And I was looking at all the upgrades I wanted to do, and I was going to spend a few $1,000 upgrading suspension and everything, putting on a new seat, but at the end of the day, it would have just been the same riding I'm doing around here. But I did love that bike. I don't really have any videos of it, except for I think the one video I shared with you guys. I did love it. These 250s are so fun to ride. It's like you redline every single gear, and it just sounded so good. I just loved how that bike sounded. I love the backfire on the deceleration there. But and it was light. It was so fun to ride. It was fun to ride in the twisties. I was even gonna do the supermoto route, but by the time by the time I paid for tires and everything, it's like, well, why not just get another 250, like a CBR 250R or a 300R or something? It's like, I don't know. I wasn't. The bike is great. I love the 250, and I won't be buying another one. But I did sell it to someone that lives a bit further up north, and they will be using it for riding up there. But the good news is I won't be living here forever. Once I finish school, I had planned to move, but again, COVID. So once I finish school, I will be moving, hopefully, into an area that is a bit more wooded, a bit more secluded, a bit quieter, and with a lot more access to trails and dirt roads and just logging roads and things like that I don't really have in this area. When that happens, I will 100% be buying another CRF 250L. I know they have the 300L, Just came out recently, but you guys know I'm cheap. I'm I'm a cheap degenerate. So I'll be buying a used, I'll be buying a used 250L when I eventually live somewhere. That'll be one of the first things I do. I love that bike, and I still regret selling it, but I had to make the tough choice, you know. But I will definitely be buying another one. The good news is I made almost $1,000 selling it. Got a great deal in the fall, and sold it for what I perceive to be quite a fair price in the spring now. Anyways, that's what I wanted to share in today's video. So now you know the story behind the infamous CRF250L that I never made any videos of or barely even rode. So you guys are now well aware what happened with that, my thoughts on that, and I'm actually going to pull over in a second so I can show you guys this bike in a new video, explain why I also don't like it, and what I'm getting next, which I covered in my last video, but just kind of go over this bike, first impressions, some thoughts. And yeah, so I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Hope you're having a wonderful week. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, and if you do want to stay up to date with future videos, what does that turn? If you do want to stay up to date with my future videos, feel free to subscribe. Either way, thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. We will see you in the next video.